Yeah. Hi guys. Good morning. Hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Yesterday, we have gone through the introduction and we discussed about the organization. For the benefit of all, just I'm going to do a small recap, which will complete in 1 to 2 minutes, and then we will start today's topic. Yesterday, we discussed about the organization and its forms. Organization can be as a business, it can be as a non-profit organization, and it can be as a government agency, clubs, and institutions. Now, anyone got doubt why this guy is talking about different organization forms? Why? Because ERP systems will be used by only multinational companies. Anyone got this doubt? Now, you guys tell me, ERP systems will be used by multinational companies or any big, large organizations or governments. Who will use these ERP systems?
Depend upon a business, sir. They can use depend upon their business process.
Okay, only business will be used these ERP systems.
So,
Who
uh,
required the ERP tool to minimize the risk and workplace, they will use it.
Okay, good. Do the governments require these ERP systems?
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, who is that?
Sandeep.
Yeah. What is your understanding, Sandeep? Why do you think a government requires these ERP systems?
So, depend upon the process of when we are storing the data, so when we book the tickets regarding that, how many members are book the tickets, depend upon the invoice or depend upon the ID's number. So we can store the
Okay,
data.
you are talking about the government-owned organizations like Indian Railways, okay,
Ah,
those kind of the APSRTC. No,
yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about do the governments like Andhra Pradesh government, Telangana government, or any Europe governments, okay, any other Australian governments, do they use these ERP systems?
So depend upon how regard. Yes, sir. We can use, but
Okay, okay, let me give you
They
some
can use
clarity.
they can
Yeah, go
use
ahead.
certain things, certain of the things, but it's not specific to use ERP tools by government because they have separate mechanism to use it because do not hack the things to from the perspective of the so many circumstances will be backend is there, right? So that's the reason. Because the purpose is the main thing is hacking, but do not use this.
Okay, okay, Venkatesh. It's a somewhat you have started talking. I feel very happy. Like now, my another question is: do you think that private organizations who are using the ERP systems, this can be hacked easily? It's okay. Any answer is fine for me.
Can you repeat once again, please? I didn't get you.
You said that governments will use separate systems so that for the security purpose, the data need to be secure. They should not be hacked. Okay. Do you think any organization which is using ERP systems can be hacked?
No, we can't hack because as per the company act, what are the requirement tools or key codes they need it for that purpose only they can take access and they can use it. But only for one company and another company, it's not the comparison of the things because the total background, all the things will be different, right? So they
Okay.
can't able to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give you some perspective on this. See, whenever an ERP system is implementing, it can be a government or it can be a private organization. It can be anything. Even it can be NGO also. For example, I will take the example of Andhra Pradesh government. Andhra Pradesh government every month they are going to distribute a huge schemes. Okay, with a one click of button there will be a huge remittance and amount will be transferred from government bank account to the citizens of the state. Okay, now my question is that will be the easy process or they are not using some sophisticated system? This is what I'm coming from. Now I want to make it clear for you guys. ERP system can be used by anyone. It can be any form of organization. It can be a multinational company, it can be a business, it can be a government owned organizations like IRCTC, APSRTC, TSRTC, like BHEL, anyone. Okay, and it can be used to core government also. Okay, it depends upon their requirement. Why I am saying this, once you are step into this world, you will see that the people will be talking that we are implementing ERP system for this country's government. Now it's clear, right? Who are going to use the ERP systems? Any form of organization, there is no limit.
Yeah, now we have understood.
Yes, okay. Apart from that, yesterday we discussed other things of the forms of the business, and we discussed about the key elements of the organization key elements of people, goals, structures, department, processes, and resources. And then I have given few examples like what is a transaction and what is not a transaction, what is the importance of the transaction, why organizations will give huge focus on this recording of a transaction because of their data analytics, their decision making, everything. Okay, we have discussed all these things yesterday. Today we are going to discuss about the ERP systems. Give me 1 second, let me open my file. Can anyone confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, today's topic is ERP systems. Can anyone help me? What is your understanding about ERP systems? Any answer is fine. See, why I insist people to talk, because consulting itself is a skill. The people who can talk, only those people can be sustained in this field. Okay, I'm not talking to you in English. I'm not asking you guys need to talk in English. Okay, any language is fine as of now. Okay, but try to talk. What is ERP systems? What is your understanding?
ERP is a web tool to can access based on the required to the data.
I don't agree with you, Venkatesh, completely. ERP can be a web tool, but not always. Okay, anything else?
It will help to manage the resources of the organization.
Okay, yes. Apart from that,
Core parts of their
Uh,
business operations.
core parts of the business organization. Yes, yes.
Helpful to communicate between different teams, like integration.
Excellent. Yes, agreed.
Management and operations and decision making.
Perfect. Yes, agreed. Okay, now see, we all know about what is a ERP systems. We have some idea about it, but if we want to put it in a order, there we may have some troubles. Why? Because it's because of lack of some understanding. Okay, I will make it as simple as possible. The next 40 minutes we are going to discuss only one topic, which is nothing but ERP systems. If I want to say what is an ERP, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning and is a software system that is used by organizations to manage and integrate the important parts of business. Now, before understanding the ERP systems, two things we need to understand. Okay, what are those two things? The first one is business
Course.
departments. Okay, business and departments. Okay, let me keep this here. Business and departments. Okay, why business and departments? What I'm trying to say here is business always run in different paths. For example, a business will have a separate department called a purchase department. A business will have a separate department called sales department. A business will have a separate department, have production department. It can be called as a department or it can be called as a process. It's up to their terminology, but all business will run as a different parts. Different parts. First, we need to understand this thing. For the benefit of time, I have already gathered few information here. Okay, I will update it directly here. You see here, if I come to the departments, there will be a finance departments. You guys agree, right? Finance department who will take care of all finances, receivables, payables, banks, etc. At the same time, human resource department will be there. They will take care of hiring, payroll, all the other stuff which is related to human resources. Like that, there will be other departments as well, like logistic management, who will take care of the logistics, goods in, goods out, transit management. Everything will be taken care by this department. And then maintenance management, then sales and distribution, which is very important, quality and management, material management, manufacturing, strategic and operational planning. Okay, like this, if you take any business, it will be divided into parts. As a whole, we can see it's a single business, but internally it will be divided into parts. Now, earlier, before introducing ERP, okay, what exactly is to happen is, like we cannot say, like, although ERP started somewhere around 1980s, but before that also we are having the softwares. Before that also we are having the businesses, the very big businesses which are running. Okay, at that time, or else the organizations or the businesses which are running in the 90s and somewhere around 95s. Okay, at that time they used to use the different softwares for different departments. For example, for finance they used to use software called some A. Okay, for human resource some B. Okay, like that, so on, like that, so on. If they keep on using different softwares for different parts of business, is there a possibility of happening the data transfer between the departments easily? Is it possible? No. Agreed. Like for example, any organization or any business which will be succeeded only if they are taking decision quickly. Okay, if the structure is like that, each department is using different software application and different databases, and there is no communication between each department to get some data from one department to other department which are already interdependent. Okay, the data will not flow seamlessly. Okay, in these scenarios obviously which will lead to the delay in decision making. Now, you tell me the businesses who are using the ERP systems, the businesses who are not using the ERP systems, there will be a difference, right? Taking a decision.
Yes.
Now the thing is that now there is a requirement of ERP systems. The companies or the businesses who are growing largely or who are having willing to grow largely in the market, they started using this ERP systems. Okay, before ERP systems. Okay, okay. Right. Okay, assume that these are departments and these are different softwares. Okay, different softwares. There is no connection between each department. Once the ERP is implemented, okay, now we will come to the definition of ERP. What is exactly ERP? ERP is nothing but it's a software which can be used by different parts of business. which is nothing but the same software can be used by finance, the same software can be used by human resource, logistic, maintenance management, sales and distribution, quality, material management. All departments of the business can be used a same software. Okay. Now we will understand what is ERP. Okay. As I said, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning and it's a software. And what exactly it is used by the organization and managed to integrate the important parts of business. Very simple definition. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning, which is used by a business to manage different parts, and it's a software system. If anyone layman asked you what is a ERP, your answer should be as simple as that. It's a software system. Okay. If they want to know more about it, you need to discuss about these parts. Okay, how businesses will be divided into the parts, different streams, and how this ERP will help to connect each work stream or each part of the business. Now let me showcase you. Okay, here we have seen an example, right? Huh? This is before ERP. This is before ERP. Before ERP, we used to have the different softwares for different departments. Now we will see how it looks after ERP. You guys are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir,
Can
we can
anyone
able to
confirm?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is called ERP database. The basics are very much important. Okay. I recommend everyone to understand this concept very well. Why? Because the complicated topics will not understand in that easy way if the fundamentals are not strong. Okay. Now, what exactly is happening here? After implementing the ERP into the business, all these departments are connected to the same ERP database. Now this basic illustration is clear, right? All the departments is connecting to the single database. Now, where exactly the ERP systems is going to implement? The ERP system is going to implement in this database. All other departments of business is connected to this database. Okay. Whenever they want to access the system, they can access with one database. Now, after implementing the ERP, now we can agree, right? As the data is in one database, it can be easily accessed between the different business parts. Do we have any technology issues here? Why? Because all these parts will run on single database that will be built a single software, same language. Okay. Only the thing is that users need to understand how to use this ERP. That's it. Okay. They can easily see the data, what exactly is happening. Now, you see just a small illustration what is before ERP and what is after ERP. Okay. Now, there will be certain features for this ERP systems, like why they need to implement this ERP. Just at a high level, we'll go one after one. Okay. The first feature is financial management. Now, can anybody say that ultimately any business, like any business, they are doing business for the sake of profit, okay? And to get the good profits from a business, it depends upon the good decision making, okay? Without financial management, can a business can lead into success?
No.
Now, here, when I'm saying financial management, with the help of these ERP systems, the business can generate their financial statements at any point of view. Here, when I'm telling financial statements means it can be a profit or loss account or it can be a balance sheet. Okay, which means in this ERP system, the data will be processed real time. For example, head of the organization, he can be a CEO, CFO, whoever it may be. Okay, if he want to see the current month profit, the current month sales, the current month hiring, the current month salary processed, the current month material stock, okay, it can be viewed in a real time. Why? Because data is maintaining in one database and one system which is implemented in our organization. Because of this, it is happening. The first feature of ERP is financial management. Anytime, any point of time, if we want to see our financials, it can be possible with ERP system. Supply chain management. See, my business is depend upon purely production. Okay, I am a manufacturer. Okay, I do production. To do production, I am depend on someone else who supplies me to the raw materials, right?
Yes.
Which means that I'm having some dependency on other companies who supplies me the raw materials. Now, in today's ERP systems, we will give access our ERP systems to our suppliers so that as soon as they send raw material to us from their godown, they will enter those details in the system. Okay, the details will be captured in our database, and whenever we are seeing those details, we can clearly say that by when we will receive this consignment. There will be no hurdle. Okay, we can clearly say that we can clearly plan our production based on this supply chain. Human resource management. Is it possible with ERP systems? Can we run a payroll for the entire organization at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is one more important feature of the ERP system, as already all the parts of business are connected, which is possible. Okay, I don't want to go more detail about these things. Why? Because as this point itself is very much self-explanatory. Okay, much more things are there. Okay, like that we are having other, like we are having manufacturing. Okay, and then marketing, many more. Everything will be connected. Okay, real time data we can see whenever we want, wherever we want. Now, just we will go and understand about history of ERP. You guys know, can any idea when the ERP system started?
1972.
1972. See, this is the number is exactly right, but not 1972. 1972, I think SAP is incorporated, right? What is 1972? Who is it? I want to know his understanding actually. Who given me that answer? 1972. Any answer is fine. Whatever is there, you can talk openly. Anything. Nobody is here to judge you. Okay, why 1972? Hey, come on, guys. Who said that? At least agree, like openly say that I said 1972. We will discuss whether it is a correct or not. Who said that?
The ERP is introduced in 1990s, sir.
Okay, 1990s. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. See, actually, when I am in teaching, like people always consider SAP as only the ERP. No, what exactly they do? They study very much about SAP, and they will imply that periods and everything to the other ERPs as well. Today we are discussing about only ERP. I'm not talking about any SAP. Okay, SAP will come. We will discuss in detail. Okay. Actually, in 1980s, the ERP started. I'm not telling you about a single year. I'm not talking about 1980. I'm saying that 1980s. In that time, the ERP is started where the first ERP, like, okay, they try to integrate a few modules like finance, HR, procurement into a single system. But before that, in 1960s only, the concept is started. Okay, what we call is a beginning. Even though they thought of designing the ERP system, but they end up with preparing the MRP. Which means that the intention is big. Their planning is to build ERP. ERP systems not built on a single day or a single year. Okay, it took decades. Right now, we are using intelligent ERP. That is not the ERP system which is designed in 1980s. It is evolved. Okay. In 1960s, it's a beginning what we call, they started with MRP, only the material requirements, which means that the business can use this system for only the material requirement. Okay. Then if we go to 1970s, there is expansion. What did they expansion? Okay. Few additional manufacturing process, okay, like shop floor control, capacity planning, quality management is introduced. Means earlier by 1916s, we already have the material requirement planning. Apart from that, they have given addition to that. Okay. It took almost how many years?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes. Now we will go to the 1980s. In 1980s, introduction. Here, introduction of ERP started. Okay. How we are saying it's an ERP here? Why we didn't call in 1960 it's an ERP, in 1970 it's an ERP? Their intention is to build ERP, but it took a lot of time. Okay. In 1980s, when ERP started, okay, in 1980s when ERP started, like they are able to what I want to say is like they are able to club the different parts of the softwares into one system. Like they are able to club this finance, HR, procurement in a single system. Got it? 1980s. In 1990s, the growth phase. Businesses started adoption. It doesn't mean that even though the software is available in 1980, do business is ready to accept those changes immediately? No, right? They want to see. They want to test how the other people are implementing this. The people who already implemented the ERP system, those business are running successfully or not. They will take feedback. Why? Why is like that? It's not only now, at that time also ERP system is very costly affair. Okay. In 1990s, the growth and adoption happened. Okay. And here itself, I will use one more term called customizable. Okay. Do anyone have idea what is the meaning of customizable? If you're not talking, you can go on mute. Venkatesh. Can anyone want to try what is a customization? What is customizable?
I can change based on the requirement.
Change
Customizing
based on
accordingly the requirement.
yes. Both the answers are right. The customization is possible, which means that in 1990s it started customizing. Not that I build a software, you need to use the same software the way I build. Okay, slowly we will understand these things. The terminology in consulting very much important. Okay, it will help you guys in success. Now,
Kashi, one doubt.
yeah, please.
As you said, ERP was started in 19. It started beginning at 1960s. Is there any other software is available similar to ERP at that time, like any competitor or else anything?
See, first of all, at that time, the software itself is a very new thing.
Okay.
Okay, the software itself is a very new thing. Even I am not sure. I am not sure whether the competitors are available or not. Why? Because to build a single product, it is taking decades. Okay, today we are hearing about the S4 HANA, but the S4 HANA is introduced in the year somewhere around 2015, 14, like that, or 2016. Now people are using S4 HANA. How much time it take?
Yeah, understood.
10 years. 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
We will come to those things. Why ERP system is very complicated. Why this many people are behind this ERP system implementation. Why it is taking 10 years. Why SAP is chasing. What is SAP and ERP. The difference. Everything will come. I think within next 3 sessions, your understanding will be better, boss.
Let me add it to answer both question quickly, Kashi.
Yes,
So
KNR.
here we are talking about are there any competitors during 1960s for ERP systems? ERP system term itself, it's not just one software. We are not referring to SAP so far. It's just a ERP.
Yes.
It can be any system. It can be any software. So SAP is one of the ERP systems. That's it. There are multiple players in a ERP segment, which you will hear later. But yeah, to answer your question, there are, but we will see what are those. At this moment, we are not even touching base. In 1960, SAP was there. That is not the point. At this moment, we just need to understand it. SAP comes into picture little later now. We'll see when exactly SAP journey has started, all those things.
Now, to go ahead, thanks, KNR. Thanks for addition. Now, to go ahead, in the year 2000s, the ERP itself is turned into web-based, where we have exactly the internet revolution. Okay, the ERP is available in the web-based. More and more customers attracted to the ERP. Okay, next coming to 2010. Cloud and mobile ERP. What is cloud and mobile ERP? Already in the 2000s, web-based ERP is available. Now it was more sophisticated. Now the ERP can be implemented in the clouds and it can be easily accessed to mobiles as well. It came till that stage. Next, 2020s. Intelligent ERP. What is the meaning of intelligent ERP? Now, for example, if I want to generate any report from the ERP systems, earlier the ERP systems, what exactly they do, they will go based on my requirement, my query, the report will be generated, which is nothing but it will throw a dump on me. If I ask what is my total sales, it will give me a dump. If I ask what is my sales in this intelligent ERP, it will do some analysis. They are using AI into the ERPs. Means automatically the system will understand what point of view this guy is asking me the report. Okay, how I need to display this report. Okay, the graphical representation is added. It will not even say what is my sales now. It will say what is my sales previous year, what is my sales prior to that, how the sales trend is moving, where exactly I am, everything. Okay, you can play with the data. We are in this generation of ERP. Agreed, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we will try to understand why ERP is important. Quickly, one after one point. Okay, if you want, you can also add points to me. Okay, what I say reduces manual work. When the data is readily available in front of our screen, do we need to contact the other departments? Do we need to wait for the data to come to us? Is the manual work is not reduced?
Yes.
Improved efficiency? Efficiency is improved, right? If you want to take a decision based on the current data, quickly you can take the decision. Why? Because the data is processing real time. Okay, I can add up-to-date information, more points. Okay, reduces operational cost. Yes, here there will be a difference of opinions. Why? Because in the same statement, I am saying that ERP is like it's a high costly affair. At the same time, I am saying that reduces operational cost. We need to see these things in different dimensions. Slowly, we will understand these things. Now we will try to understand how this ERP will work. Do you have any idea? Agreed?
ERP is an integrated system. It will link with one model to another models. Is it right?
Excellent. Okay. You agree with this centralized database?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will add your point here. Modular structure. Now, what is this modular structure? These ERP systems will be divided into different modules. You guys are here to learn SAP FICO. What is FI and CO? What is FICO? These are the modules. You are a consultant. Along with you, other fellow consultants also will be there who will be specialized in their modules. You are a FICO expert. There will be a HCM expert, MM expert, SD expert, SD consultant, HCM consultant, like that. Why these consultants named like this? Why? Because the ERP structure itself divided in this way. That is why I have mentioned here modular structure. Agreed?
Yes, Kaushal.
Okay. Business process integration. I will explain you very clearly what exactly is integration, what is a business process. At this time, just to try to have a rough idea. Okay, we are at very basic level. Don't worry about this terminology. Customization, data analytics. These things will work in ERP, right? This is the way the structure is, right? The main thing is centralized database, modular structure. You got some bare idea, right? How these ERP systems will work now?
Yes, sir.
Now, very, very important, and it is a interview question also. If you want, you can note it down. Types of ERPs. Okay. Deployments. When I am in the interview panel, initial 2-3 questions will be the very easy questions. We will ask very easy questions, whether to know the candidate is having the basic understanding of the ERP or not. Okay. If the fundamentals are not strong, no way we will not hire the candidate. The fundamentals should be very strong. Okay. By these types of ERP, you will clearly understand what exactly I supposed to say. Sorry, what exactly I am saying. Okay. The type is on premise. Do anyone is having idea what is on premise?
On-premise means that is we can customize as per the client requirement, and custom means SAP is not going to handle the SAP system. The customer only going to handle the system. Am I right?
Very, very high level understanding. Yes, you are right. Okay. Go down little bit. Basics.
This is the one type of S4HANA.
Very high level understanding again. You are right. I will not say that you are you are right. Okay. Very basic.
Okay.
Can anyone try? What is a on premise? Okay. See, we are talking about the centralized database. ERP is one database, okay, where the software, the ERP systems will be like installed. The right term is installed. When coming to the on-premise, the system will be installed in the client server. Very much important. Client server. The software will be installed in the client server. Now you can understand the term called on-premise. It's their premise, their server. The software will be installed. Clear? In the interview, if someone asks, you say that I'm having experience, 5 years of experience. If someone asks, what deployment option choose to by your client to implement SAP S4HANA? A simple question. Is this not a simple question? What deployment option? If I ask this question to 5 people, definitely 3 people will not have the answer. No worries. Okay. We will go in detail about those things. Okay. Which are very much important. Basics we don't know. All they know that they are using SAP system S4HANA, SAP system S4HANA. They keep on telling the same thing. They don't know what deployment option they have used. Is this not a simple question? Then the second one is cloud. Public cloud and a private cloud. Don't worry at this stage. Okay. I will explain it very clearly. Okay. hybrid. Okay, like that. If I talk about the deployment options which are available in the market, apart from these three, we are having more. Okay, on premise. What is on premise? We will take an example. We will take an example of State Bank of India. Okay, State Bank of India is using a ERP system, which means that the software will be installed in the State Bank of India core data center, which is nothing but their own server. Which means that if they are installing Oracle as their ERP solution, the Oracle team will come and install the Oracle systems into their servers. From there, it will be SAP, SBI's responsibilities to take care of that software. The company will provide the yearly support if they are having any issues or then any updates, but it will be responsible of the customer itself. Why? Because the ERP systems is implementing in their servers. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, as we understood many things about the ERP, the evolution, like what is ERP, before ERP, what is after ERP, the centralized database, okay, why ERP is important, many things. Now, do we have any weaknesses for this ERP systems? Can anyone want to try?
If there any new functionality will be there, okay, we have to implement the OSS, this kind of, we need to take the support from SAP only.
Okay, if not SAP, any ERP provider.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
whatever the ERP way. Yes, okay. Difficult to upgrade. Huge implementation cost. You agree with this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
People will say why it's a huge implementation cost, but no one will say why it is huge. Okay, everyone knows that it's huge implementation cost. It's a costly affair. Okay, but why? We will come to know in the coming sessions. Are we have dependency on the vendor support? Do we have dependency? For example, now already by now you guys aware that SAP is telling to its customers that we are going to stop this ECC support by 2027. You guys to migrate to SAP S4HANA. I will explain it. What are those things in coming sessions? Which means that these organizations are worried now why this guy is doing like this. Why he will stop support? That support I am talking about. Okay, at this stage, I understand it will be a bit difficult to digest all these things. Just at a high level, at basic, you need to understand what is this ERP systems, how it works. In this entire session, you need to catch one word. What is that? Centralized database. Where exactly the software is going to install. Why? Because going forward, everything will be connected to this only. In yesterday's session, we have discussed about the transaction. Transaction is very important, right? In today's session, you need to understand the centralized database. Where exactly this database, where exactly the server is located, whether it is maintained by the client or else the service provider, someone else, or else the ERP provider. Many things will come into the picture. We will go in detail at that time. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the transaction, very much important. Today we discussed about the centralized database. This is also very much important. Now, can anyone help me with the ERP providers in the market? Anyone?
SAP.
SAP. What is SAP actually? You mean? SAP is a company or a product?
It's a company.
Okay, the products of SAP, I will give you one example. SAP, you need to know the clear differentiation between the SAP and its products. In SAP portfolio, you are having hundreds of products. Out of that, SAP S4HANA is one product. This product is having multiple deployment options. Which one will be chosen by the client? It's his. It's up to his requirement. Okay, but as we are in very early stages, you need to have this differentiation. Okay, SAP is an organization. SAP S4HANA is a product. The second one is, who are the other ERP providers?
Microsoft.
Oracle.
Microsoft. Microsoft is a organization. The product is Microsoft. Come on.
Database.
Can you
Dynamics.
try? Who is that? Who said Dynamics? It's absolutely right. It's Microsoft Dynamics, I guess, 365. I'm not a MD consultant. Okay, I know only limited. I have only limited idea. Okay, then other ERP providers.
Oracle.
Oracle. What is the product?
NetSuite ERP on cloud.
Excellent. Any others?
PeopleSoft.
I think it's Oracle product only, right?
I'm not so sure.
Okay, even I am not sure. Yes. Now my intention is like here you need to understand ERP providers in the market. There are many. If you started counting, okay, it will go more than 3 digit. It's not that you're counting on the fingers. Okay, especially I will say one thing. Okay, SAP is a current market leader. We all need to agree. In his website, he will write very proudly, 70% of the world transactions will hit SAP systems. Okay, he will say it very clearly. More than a lakh. I have more than somewhere around a big number. He will mention and he will say that I have these many customers. Okay, which does not mean that only the SAP is the ERP provider. Other big players are there. Microsoft is there. Oracle is there. Odoo is there. Workday is there. Okay, ERP is different and SAP is different. SAP is one of ERP provider. Okay, if not SAP, we have many other options. Now, for example, I own an organization. I want to implement ERP systems into my organization. Now, I am not having any expertise. Now, I go to the market, I search, and it is very much confusing. I cannot take a call on my own. What I will do? I will hire a consultant. Who will give me the advice based on my organization requirement, which ERP suits for me. Do the consultant will sell? No, that the SAP is the market leader. You need to choose only SAP. SAP is having more than 1 million customers. You need to choose only SAP. SAP is having a like history of 30, 40 years. You need to choose SAP. This way the things will work. No, it depends. Today, the SAP is market leader. Tomorrow, if Oracle is they overtake SAP, then the huge openings will be from Oracle. We should build ourselves as a capable, right? We can take care of SAP, Oracle, anything is. End of the day, it's an ERP. We understood that we should have the better understanding of about the ERP systems, not about it's provided by SAP, it's provided by Microsoft, it's provided by Oracle. Everything will have the same. All our cars, which is the better one, will sell in the market. This understanding you guys need to develop. Okay, I resume my session now. You have 5 minutes. You can shoot your questions. Question can be yesterday's topic, today's topic. No questions? Don't hesitate to ask. Yes, Sujay.
No, I was about to tell the questions as of now.
Okay. Anyone have any questions?
Hi. You told centralized in the sense, right? So centralized means in the company they can use all the things, but only specific cannot use it.
No, centralized database, which means that, for example, I own an organization. I want to implement SAP into my organization. I will say that, okay, hey, you have the ERP systems. Okay, now you need to implement ERP system into my organization, which means that you need to bring your software installed in my server, which means that it's a dedicated place only I can use. If I want to give access to complete my organization, I can give. If I want to modify the source code, I can modify. Okay, if I want to do huge customizations, I can do. Why? Because the entire ERP system is already in my server. I can do anything I want. Once the systems are installed, no way connection between the product owner. Why? Because we paid the amount, we bought the software, we installed in our systems. On-premise is the best example. I think I answered your question, right, Venkatesh?
Yeah. No, the thing is, in business, one department cannot be used for one two. You said right, for multiple things will be there. So multiple tools they
Okay,
can't use.
okay. I will give you an example. I understood from where you are coming. I am the CEO of the organization. Can I access all the department's data?
Yeah.
Okay, it does not mean that all the departments having the complete access. It's again the security issue. Okay, even though we are able to give the access, we will not give. That's it. Okay, but to the higher management, they will have the complete access. They can see, they can drill down at the granular level. Okay, how much salary paid to the certain employee, how much payment balance to particular vendor. Okay, what is the bank balance in our bank account, how many bank accounts we are holding. Okay, everything top management can drill down. Yes, I agree with your question that not all the people in the organization will not have the access. AP team will have access for only AP stuff. AR team will have access for only AR stuff. Consultant will have little bit more access. Super user will have little bit more access. Lead consultants will have much more access. Agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Just to add, Venkatesh, though it's a centralized database, right? So it's just a feasibility which is available depending on organization need, business requirement will grant access whoever need to which extent. That's it. So we have that feasibility to restrict how much ever I can grant an access, how much ever I can control. That's what we do.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, if no doubts, it's already 2029. As we said, we will start session on time. Ken, you can stop recording.
Okay, sure. Yeah.